viewers, you are welcome to our program we titled The Law and You. You see, the essence of this program is to sensitize our society, to let our people to be aware of the existing norms of the land. We're in a society, and in every society there is a guiding, there is a laid down principles, or there are laws that guide that society. So we have laws that is guiding us. We have constitution. We have a laid down principles on how things has to be done, and how the society needs to be run or has to be run, and how the behavior of the citizen has to be properly guided. So this is the essence of this program. It is the essence of this program. It was on this note that we are coming out to let the public know that there are modalities on how things have to be done. So you don't just wake up and do things anyhow and you feel that we are in a banana republic, or no, things are not done like that. There are laid down principles, and that is the reason why we make this program available. Please, I'm urging you with all support and with your understanding that when you visit this video, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe, and as you do so, we do believe that you will be keeping in touch with us for our previous videos. Now we want to talk about today what we title receiving property stolen. Receiving property stolen. Many people do not actually know that when you are buying a property that does not have a proper identity, that is actually, many people do not know that it's actually a crime. Somebody brought a property to you as a seller, and you receive this property. A lot of persons do not know that it's a crime. In fact, the criminal code under section 427 said that such act is a felony. It's a felony. In some other circumstances, can also be a misdemeanor. So, it's a crime when you buy a property that is stolen, that will be brought to you to buy. You will receive it, and you pay money for it. That is receiving a stolen property, and it's a crime in every sense of it. Now, today we'll let you know what you should do and how to identify that a particular product that is being brought to you, a property that somebody's brought to you to buy, you can identify what you should do to identify, to know if this property is a genuine property or not. So there are things you have to do. There are things you must look. There are documents you must ask, to know the authenticity of that particular property. So one of the first things you have to do or to find out is the market value. The market value of every product. As a seller, you need to keep abreast with the current price of things. What is the market value of a particular product? For instance, a iPhone, the latest iPhone or a latest car that somebody brought to you to buy. If, say, for instance, the latest car, let's say a Land Cruiser, for instance, somebody brought Land Cruiser for you to buy, and you know that the latest Land Cruiser should be around, let's say, 50 million, and the person is giving it at the price of 20 million. At that point, you know that this is not a genuine business. This is not a genuine business. For instance, or another instance, let's say somebody is coming to you with an iPhone, the latest iPhone. We all know that the latest iPhone, be it as it may, no matter how the value may be, the latest iPhone should be around the price of 1 million or thereabout. And somebody is telling you to come and buy at the cost of 100,000, the latest iPhone, 100,000. At that point, you will know that this phone you are about to buy is a stolen phone. Now, another thing to also identify, when the person did not come to you with the evidence of receipt, proof of ownership of that product, what is the receipt? What is the receipt of the particular property the person is coming and that brought to you to come and buy? To buy, what is the receipt? If the person is unable to prove the ownership by issuing you a receipt where he previously transacted the business of that phone with the person who sold it for him, you also know that at that point you also know that it is a stolen property. Peradventure, if the person is telling you, well, this property somebody bought it for me, the person didn't give me a receipt and all that and all. Of course, this can actually be a crime. They can tell you that, well, this property is not a stolen property. My father bought it for me. My uncle bought it for me. My boyfriend bought it for me. Whichever case may be, there are things you must do. One of the first things you should do is take the person's data. Write the person's data down. Now, the reason why you are doing this thing, peradventure, this thing, peradventure, you get involved, and into an issue that will warrant the police to come to you. The documents you have taken, you have to take the person's data. One of the first things you should take from the person, the name of the person, the name of the person, his domicile, where the person stays, the home address, his photograph. You take the photograph. You have to take the details, everything, his credentials. Take his phone number, everything that's concerning that person. Take them down for futuristic purpose. You have to take it down. If peradventure you are to buy a property, you are not really convinced how genuine that property is, or how the identity of that property, what you should do, as I earlier stated, take the data of the person down. It is very, very important for you not to run into litigation or illegal or issues. For you not to run into litigation, because you can actually be apprehended by ordinary buying a stolen property. It's a serious crime. It's a felony. You are not aware. You do not know. It's not an excuse. Remember, in our last video I told you that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. I didn't know. I have a genuine intention. My intention, I never have intention of buying a stolen property. Nobody will listen to that. So one of the things you have to do to prove that you actually have a genuine mindset concerning the property you are buying, get the data of this person. Ensure you take his photograph, passport, you get his domicile address, the address of the person, the name of the person, and the person will also come with another person as a witness. These things are very, very important so that you will not run into trouble. It is very, very important that I bring to you on this note that your safety or your right, your dignity has to be protected. We are here to talk about human rights. We are talking about human rights. But there are other things sometimes we find ourselves, we get involved that actually can cut a breach to our human rights. Hence, the reason for this video, that you need to know those things that you must do to protect your human right. It's not enough for you to say, my human right, this and that. It's not enough. How are you going about protecting your right? Especially your right, the dignity, the right of the dignity of your person. So it's very, very important. Ensure you do the proper thing. The law will only be acting for those, or equity will only prefer for those who are not indolent, or for those who act equitably. So when you are not doing equity, do not expect equity to prevail. So that is the reason for this very program today. Thank you for listening. We do believe that you will have the best of time listening to us today. Please, I remain once again Innocent Atin, and do not forget to subscribe to this video as we bring to you more program as related to buying of property. For instance, landed property. Another video we are going to be talking about is buying a landed property, what you should know about a land, the document of the land, and all of that in our next video. Thank you.